갈게요. 아우터월드.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by
우주여행
corporations.
갔는데
A trip of 10 short years
짜리
will feel like
운동-
mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and
운동했다
safety
키즈
of your
같아.
very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
낮자 아이구나. 잘 가다가 근데 갑자기 뭐가 왔어. 누구야? 아, 우주사 안 좋구나. 위험한가?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
진짜 맛있다. 좋아, 좋고 좋아.
Good. I need someone who can smack a little sense into this colony.
그다음에 뭔가 이야기. 아이. 그래 기술 가자.
Ah, a fellow tinkerer.
첫성은 다시 한 번. 그래 가을 때 가자.
A lab spread, eh? Huh, we all start somewhere, I suppose.
이거도 보고. 가자 가자 가자. 아이. 나 뭐해 먹고 가. 여기 딱 맞다. 첫 번째 안 왔네? 됐어. 아이 잘못 넣었다 씨. 가. 이거 컴번 하고 아유. 잘못 넣었다. 그다음에 스키도 찍어야 하나? 안 찍었나? 예.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
이따가 이제 회사에 나오고. 아, 싣고 도망가는구나.
Please power down your engines and prepare to be.
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
어보다가 하겠네. 아, 설정해야 한대.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down 10%. Skip drive
Shit.
inoperative.
빨리빨리 가. 뭐 수정하냐? 심층이다?
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? A bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a
어디
liquefaction.
가서 뭐 해야 뜻이?
Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see.
부식이다 부식.
Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
가다 마지막에 잘... 아유...
Can you hear me? Is this thing working?
주먹당하네.
Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry, I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
어디 있는 거야? 찾았어. 안 여진데?
Ah, you've landed. Good. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it.
호가 찾아내. 잠깐만. 설정 좀 하고요.
Well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste.
제가 시버에 대해서 잠깐 설정 안 해가지고.
Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the
저기
bounty on my head.
가는 스탬프.
Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
S 누르면 뛰어요. 아이고. 챙겨. 밥 있나? 뭐야.
You see now, you've been frozen for a while.
Yeah.
Bound to be unforeseen side effects.
야, 너무 높은데? 아이 진짜. 에어 넣으면 체험 체험. 뭐 아닌가 저?
Hey, you, come here.
누구요, 던지?
You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings.
일단 치유해 주시다.
Looks like the bleeding stopped.
사연 좀
I owe
있어.
you one.
이제 희생할 수 있어.
Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
왜? 어때?
Better, thanks to you. I might have bled out on my own. Or worse, had to go begging the boss for some Madrina time. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right?
그러니까 똑바로 하지.
Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
네, 오이 죽은 거 마찬가지.
Spacer's choice policy clearly stipulates that dead and as good as dead are two completely different properties of matter. Unless I'm dead, I'm contractually obligated to attend to my post. I will report that illegally grounded spacecraft if it is the last thing I do.
협박하는 거야?
See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
뭐가? 그 설득을 시키다.
Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice.
자, 오버뜨면 나 죽는 거 아니야?
Yes, nailed it that time.
자, 희망원.
The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy.
그 회사 정책. 내가 위치 어디야?
You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community.
난 어찌 납치된 거야?
Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
나 간다. 쏠까? 나 참아. 쉬면 안 되네.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
접방 안 좋다. 나중에 연구한다. 그지? 오이 깜짝이야. 왜 이렇게 안 죽어? 멋있어. 잡아라. 이벤트 이야기. 아, 세모가 목이 바꾸는구나. 아이템 뭐 있니? 뛰면 되냐? 먹어. 아니 못 따나? 하나 하고 싶은데? 한 방에 눈다. 오씨. 아파. 아이고 조율점이 있는구나. 뭐 있냐? 아이템 갖는다. 제가 열 수 있나? 아이고 못내네. 가자. 야야야야. 이렇게 해서 밀게 하는구나. 밀게 하는. 저긴가? 우리 친구야.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed.
아유씨.
Gull on that rung leash. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
너 왜 안 잡고 뭐 했어?
Really? How is he?
불쌍하니까 데리고 가야지.
Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to receive medical aid from off-brand physicians. We'll see him back to Edgewater. Just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense, I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs, son.
아니 뭐? 아무것도 안 했는데 뭐 있어? 그래, 위협하자.
Seriously? But those marauders will... Ugh. You know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship,
네, 우주
and
괜찮다니까
file a
빨리 타.
full report. And it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
빨리 가야. 어디? 맞다. 왜 왔네? 네버 했으니까 스케일을 줘. 먼 거리 올려야겠다. 방을 올려주고 다 올려. 그리고 마지막 톤술. 오케이. 자, 다 올려 다. 이것도 뭐야? 다 주워. 여긴가? 똑똑똑. 또 있어? 특전한테 뭐 있냐?
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder.
저기가 여기는 어디요?
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction. I detect an elevated heart rate, indicating dishonesty. Please prepare yourself for lethal deterrence. Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment. This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Hey.
I deduce from the tone of your voice that Captain Hawthorne failed to meet you at the designated location. I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand? Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
그럼 우리가 고쳐야 돼요?
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new captain's identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand? Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
나가야죠.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay. Yeah, fair point. I'll let it go this time.
이제 동료를
If you're looking
걸렸어.
to help us out with our marauder problem, talk to Constable Reyes over in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
야씨, 막 부려먹네. 거기 가야 돼. 저기 마을 가야 돼. 여기 보고 저기 보고. 뭐가? 쏜다. 야타전 안 먹고, 상관 보고만 돼. 뭐 있냐 너? 다 파야지. 아 되나? 아이템 먹어. 주의고. 어디 비싸나? 어디 가야 돼? 이쪽 가는 거 같겠지? 마을이다. 다 왔어.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
저기.
Don't. Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices.
나중에 털털이가 생겼구만.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family. Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
난 내가 하고 싶은데요.
Got a knack for being discreet-like? There's money to be made, long as you keep your nose clean. Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the... Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means...
문 열어주세요. 아, 그 표지판 나오는 여자 아빠 났는데. 어디 가냐?
Keep your distance, friend. Sick house is no place for a traveler.
여. 무기고가 여긴가? 귀찮다. 여기 가는 거 맞나?
The grease monkey, Argo? Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up.
아니에요.
I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Shirt, pants, work boots, company-approved colors. The, honorable apparel of a loyal worker?
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
들어보자.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations. Neither do I. The fault was entirely mine. I pushed them too hard. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
빨리 와 빨리. 왜 안 와?
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
따돌이네? 아 탔네.
Yep, be right over. Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry.
아씨 아까 내용 되지.
It's just Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
마을의 문제인지가 떠난 거
Life's
아니야?
hard here, especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
생각을 해보시. 어디 가야지? 일단 저기 가까우니까. 일단 애멸계곡 가서 일단 말 좀 해야겠네. 잘못 땄었구나. 여긴가? 신문가 말해? 빨바띠에 뭐 있나? 어 그래 빨리 가자.
Here we go.
잠깐 왜 여기 써보냐 얘. 맞대. 이거.
Easy.
아, 그게 오구나. 아, 죽으면 그냥 끝이구나, 그냥. 아, 샷건에다가. 그래. 선장 갔다 왔는데. 3장 갔다 와야겠어. 무기 어딨어?
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Wish we had some better rations.
I've never actually been in here. Seemed scary from the outside.
무기점인가?
You're not a big drinker, are you?
Amelia Kim. I don't know what you're up. You really think so? Traitors. The lot of them.
네, 넘기는 개말 같다. 무기장이 아닌데? 여긴가?
I'm not allowed in here. Not since the vending machine incident.
Miss Holcomb ain't allowed in this.
내가 책임지지.
See that you do. Music to my ears.
알았어. 천천히 하자. 자, 수위. 내가 돈 얼마 있냐? 65원 갔나? 아, 돈 없네. 아, 이거 아니야? 자, 저기 가자.
Coming.
맞네.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
당신이 못 산가?
And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked her to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
나한테 보면 어떡해?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible.
계단기다.
Not if things... One of the reasons I transferred here... My...
나 됐어. 그건 가네. 여기가 저 총알 약한데. 데미지인가 저게? 잠깐만. 아, 그냥 이게 좋게 나겠다. 아, 너무 먼데? 반대 왔는데? 반대 왔어? 반대 왔어. 아닌데? 여기 맞는데? 아, 이거 이게 꺾어 가네요. 큰일 났네. 근데 이렇게 보면 저 삥 돌아가야 돼. 아, 삥 돌아가야겠네. 삥 돌아가야 돼. 잘 따라오고 있어. 좋아.
On my way.
오늘 제일 삥 돌고 있어. 아이템이고. 순변이 아니야. 씨, 이상한 데 왔는데.
Okay, keep him quiet.
이게 아마 약타자 말 같은데 느낌이? 먹어. 오. 다 잡았나? 몇시 카이가 어디냐? 템 먹어야 돼. 한 명 더 있지. 가자.
Huh?
어?
I smell blood!
Watch out!
Attack!
죽었어? 저놈이야? 아이 하잖아 죽었네. 아 모르게. 살았다 다행이다. 아이다.
I'm on my way.
아 스텝 뭐 해줘야 하는데? 아 얘네들 여기 나왔어. 그래 난 야타짱일 거야. 여인장이니까. 잡았다. 근데 야타짱이니까 쓰레기통이네. 저거는? 쏘고 싶어. 잡아버렸냐. 다 챙겨. 맞나? 여기 못 들어가네. 아니 뭐야? 아이 카스 못 당해. 역시 카이 최고다. 어딨어? 카이 최고다. 조용히 지나고 싶었는데 어쩔 수 없구만. 어쩔 수 없어. 내가 먹었나요? 다 먹었나? 풀 속에서 다 안 보이네. 아, 스텝. 오케이, 걸. 야. ps4 110 아, 이거 못하나? 어디 보자. 울렸나? 나는 얕아자니까. 어딨어 또? 끝이야? 야, 템 많아. 가자. 왔어. 여기다.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. Yeah. Go ahead and ignore them.
여기 리더 어딨어? 당신이 리더가?
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. Hobson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile?
예.
Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? I can't say I blame you. Reed is positively soporific. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
안녕하세요. 그래, 사진 내가.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want chip parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery.
맞는 말인데.
Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's Choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
아니 뭐자 뭐야. 그 한번 내가 당신 도와주면 뭐 어떻게 된 거야?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives. You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
Hey. 어디야? 빨아파티 어디 있어?
Yeah, huh?
아이, 그래 넘어가. 너가 대화하기. 다시 빠꾸. 아까 어디 여기 왔나? 맞아 여기 왔네. 다시 빠꾸해서 니들한테 갑시다. 아 얘들 점점 잘하는데. 가까워도 다행인 거. 뭐야? 누구인데? 아, 무섭다. 야, 넘어가. 아, 집 같은 거구나. 아,
I always wanted to poke around in here.
야, 빨리 문 닫아. 내가 무시하나?
In a jiff. Be right there.
아이. 다운 됐나? 아씨, 여기 맞는데?
Unexpected noise identified. Beginning security processing.
Incoming!
아 여기 있구나 이쪽. 아이 큰일 났다. 아이씨, 나 다시 죽어야 돼. 잠깐만. 계속해요. 아, 거기 저렇게 해야 하나? 귀찮네. 차 가서 또 어떻게 가냐. 문제네. 왜. 문제요, 문제. 단점인가? 아니고. 나 잠 좀 자는 게 아닌가? 가. 네. 친다. 거의 저기 있었네. 자, 잠 좀 자고 가야지. 아침이겠지? 한전령 갔다 오면 좋을 텐데 돈 넣어서. 아, 진짜 귀여운데? 어디를 가냐? 오. 따봐줘. 어디 보자. 다시 왔네. 일단 가자. 아, 노. 아이템이 막 뚝뚝 떨어졌구만. 아, 봤어. 아, 여기서.
I always wanted to poke around in here.
저걸 어떻게 되냐.
Okay, gone quiet.
Unexpected.
Incoming!
뭐야, 이게 왜 먹어? 왔어, 그냥. 형. 이 자식 내가 다 끝나면 이제 안 해? 총알 왔어. 템. 돈. 템. 아, 저 따면 올 것 같은데, 얘들? 됐어. 어떻게 하냐? 도시를 넣었어야 하나? 거점이다, 거점.
The control room should be off to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing.
뭐하냐? 인력이 안 되고. 잠깐 뭐 했냐? 아무것도 안 해. 타요. 왔네.
Processing security.
아씨, 카이 최고만 초반했어. 어디 보자. 여기 가는데. 시총. 아이템. 내가 아까 여기서 여기도 안 해. 나가야지.
3 switches. That'll be easy enough.
나가는 데 문제지 이제. 여기 나오면 되네. 아예 공격 당하면 착박에 나가야겠다. 그래 그게 낫지. 아직 정리도 안 해. 뭐지? 아 내가 뭐 먹었나? 템. 뭐야? 가점이 저거 했는데? 에이 다시 나와야 하네. 아 뭐 내가 낀 거 같은데? 잘못 들어갔나? 에이 다시 해야 돼. 아이고 스위치하는 거 내가. 아닌데? 깨지네? 큰일 났네. 잠깐만.
Incoming!
오, 템. 템 왔나? 깜짝이야. 어떻게 나 척에 다쳤고.
Two more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Vale? Here they come!
오우 깜짝이야. 허땡. 한번 꿀빵. 어이구 좋다. 또 어디 있었나? 어이구. 허땡. 나이스. 가가템. 있으니까 한번 뒤져봐야지.
Hey, Phantom!
하면? 한삽.
Go away, Phantom!
에이요. 누구 있나?
You're not real.
아 진짜.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Processing. Unexpected. Searching. System.
Here they come!
아 이야. 잠깐만요.
That's the last of them.
대단. 카야 안 좋은가?
Where'd to go? If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the veil?
Oh.
Look out!
짜증나. 도망. 피었어. 아이 지금 큰일 났다. 아파. 이게 뭐냐. 숙여야지. 자식을 꼭 내가 다 잡으면 이런단 거야. 나중에 무기 넣고 해야 돼. 나가야 되는데. 큰일 났네.
Last.
Oh, sure.
I'm not sure what the ride is. All I know is the decision's final.
나 뭐 어떡해요. 키스 올리고 다 올려 다. 요. 다 먹어보자. 우리 어디 가냐? 나가야 되나?
Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, mister?
저쪽이요.
Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do?
알고 있어. 자, 네 의견
I don't
말해봐.
think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. That sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something.
네, 알아서 할 거야.
Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
애지가 뭐 했나? 잘하는가? 나는 신명사 볼 수가 없거든. 어디 가냐 이제? 내가 하는 게 옳은 건가? 이제 어떻게 되는지 모르겠다. 난 저기 신문조 가면 내가? 뭐야? 도망가. 다시. 알았어, 나갈게요. 야, 내가 입구 전부 닫아고요. 야, 여기 있어. 된가? 오, 잠깐. 빨리 와.
Coming back.
씨. 언제 왔어? 내가 안 먹었나? 빨리 가자. 어이야, 무기다.
That's the last of them.
아이고, 씨. 그 먹었어. 한 명 어딨냐고? 너나? 아닌데? 여기 있고 어딨냐? 있고 봐. 덤벼 다 가요. 휘가. 가자. 일단은 여기까지 할게요.